Chapter 15, The Feral Frontier.
Oh my, if it isn't young Prince Ceratus. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Neolucci, you're looking well.
And feeling well, too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me, though, how fares your father, King Lorazaya?
The same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore.
I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he had lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen.
Yes.
And yet, we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Raisin, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Raisin. Neolucci, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once.
Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Raisin, make yourself at home.
Old Neolucci's always been fond of House Serenus. When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time, and I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Goldoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Nesala? Why do you provoke Tibern? You came all this way for that? Are you serious? Do not mock me, Crow King. Tibern is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenus itself. I will not brook any insults to him. Oh, I see. So rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector? That's an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I and not Tibern who watched over you? Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Nesala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh no, that I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions. You've changed, Nesala. If this is the path you've chosen, I've nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to guard Kilvis, Prince. To protect an entire country.
King Nesala, Duke Tadas of the Bedouin Imperial Senate has arrived.
Bring him in.
Your Majesty, just now, I brushed against the most splendid specimen. Was that a Serenus noble? They're supposed to be extinct.
And what if it were?
Oh, I was right. Wonderful! My eyes did not deceive me. Those dazzling white wings and that shimmering hair sparkling like falling gold dust. That is the crystallization of beauty in its purest form.
Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gados.
Yes, and you will be compensated as promised. But right now there is something else that I simply must have.
Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps?
Something much more stunning, and if you agree to my proposition, I will double your normal fee.
That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you desire?
Desire? But surely you've already guessed.
With the apostle was fine, but all she did was pay us and give us another job. She answered no questions.
I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe that there were living creatures inside. But what do you suppose the apostle intends to do with them?
I don't know. Titania, are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious.
But Ike, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Elincia and King Gallia and the Dragon Prince too. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to. Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Beorc class system. Princess Elincia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different.
Bah, I could never get accustomed to the culture of Beorc nobles. Ike, I'm here to report the results from the last battle. Well, we earned quite the pretty penny. 11,000 gold, though we spent a bit. Still, we came out on top. We earned 986 points of combat EXP and 240 points of bonus EXP. Oscar was the MVP, and we got Makalov. We suffered no casualties, and no one was seriously injured. Everyone was at their best. That concludes my report. Excuse me. All right. Now, speaking of Makalov, he's, kind of in a sad state. So, first things first, let's sell the red gem he comes with. Because, you know, its whole purpose is just to sell it for money. So, may as well. Beautiful. Let's then also see what the armory has. They've got iron swords, steel swords, javelins, which I might pick one up. I don't think I'm going to give it to anyone specifically. Maybe Jill eventually. But for now, no one should need it. Maybe I'll give it to Titania just for the sake of it. Why not? Otherwise, we finally have the dagger. This is a more powerful combat knife. It's just a direct upgrade to the normal knife, so you may as well buy it and give it to Volk. I would recommend it just because you probably will be using him throughout the game, and the base knife is Still, no point in selling it. Otherwise, the shop still has some pretty standard items. And let's see, I'm thinking we're actually going to forge a weapon. Now, we have steel swords available, steel lances available, steel axes available, and still the same bows. We also have tomes, but I never find these are worth actually forging, so I never bother. Overall, your most immediate idea might be to forge a sword for Makalov, because frankly, his stats aren't doing great. And it's not a terrible idea, though there's one major issue. With the map coming up, I'm doubtful that he's going to see combat. Like, extremely doubtful. In fact, all of your horse units are about to be nigh worthless. So, do some thinking before you actually give them upgrades. Overall, Jill would be a great choice to give a unique weapon to. Same with Marcia. Both of their weapons are doing very good. So, I want to actually get a setup weapon, namely for Jill. Remember how I brought up that steel axes specifically are E rank? That's going to very much so help us. So, let's make a nice steel axe for Jill for the future. Let's also give it a nice name. let's call it... if I can spell, my goodness, Conviction. It seems a fitting name for this weapon. Otherwise, we'll make it red, or we could do green to match her wyvern. Or even, you know what? Let's just do white. Sure. Now, like I said, Jill can't use this yet, but when she promotes, which will be quite soon, that'll help her out. So, again, this is more just setting up for the future, which I think is totally fine. Otherwise, let's take a look. Everyone else should be pretty good to go. Obviously, Zahark does not need the Laguz Lance, so we'll get rid of that. In fact, that lance is going to be very well suited on either Jill or Marcia. Ooh, and hey, there's an interesting thing. Marcia capped her speed stat. This is as fast as she can be as a Pegasus Knight. So that's really exciting. Overall, I would probably recommend giving the lance to Marcia, just to make it so she can do a little more damage. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick by that. So let's give the Slim Lance, take the Laguz Lance. She should be good. Otherwise, with Astrid, for now, let's put away just the... I'm gonna say Killer Bow, 'cause she can't use it. And we'll give her the Laguz Bow. Again, she can't use it yet, but once she can, it'll be very useful. Otherwise, let's take a look. We do have an axe we can give, which as of right now, Boyd's the only one who can use axes. So may as well get rid of the hammer and give him the Laguz axe. And then, let's see. Normally you'd think, oh, just give that to Kieran, but there's a gimmick coming up that I don't want to spoil, but it's really going to hurt your horse units, so just trust me on this. For the upcoming map, mages like Soren, flyers like Marcia and Jill, and I believe, weirdly enough, thieves like Volk and Soth are going to be extremely useful. So, you're going to want to make sure to pamper them a little. Otherwise, let's see, Makalov, you can take an Armor Slayer. I guess you can have a used Iron Sword, why not? And then, let's see, Zahark, I feel like you have some things he might want. You can keep the Laguz Slayer, but I think we're going to trade the Killing Edge over to Makalov. We'll give you an Iron Sword. Then let's trade the Killing Edge to Makalov. Just because, again, he really needs that boost. Notably, Zahark actually does pretty good with his base strength. He has 11, which is fairly good. Makalov starts with 9, which, His other stats also aren't phenomenal, which is why I wanted to wait on using, say, the Energy Drop, the Secret Book, and the Speed Wing, because we're going to use them all on Makalov just to try to get him caught up. So, there we go. And even then, those bases still aren't phenomenal. So, we're still probably going to have to baby him a little. Otherwise, let's take the Wyvern Band and drop that real quick. I just forgot to do it last time. Not a big deal. Beautiful. Makalov is doing much better. And then otherwise, too, you're going to need to bring either Mordecai or Leave. Doesn't really matter who. I'm probably going to bring Mordecai just because he has higher defense. But, you know what? No, I'm going to bite my tongue on that. We're going to bring Leave because she has higher speed. That's going to be much more useful coming up. Otherwise, we have the Spirit Dust, which we need to trade to Soren, because he's really the only one who cares. Now, notably, other than just Soren, you could give it to Mist, but she's going to get so many more levels, and Soren's doing combat, so realistically, Soren needs it much more. So let's let Soren use the Spirit Dust. There we go. His magic is looking great. Otherwise, let's see, we won't need torches, so we can get rid of those. And then, let's see, I think Ike had our other one. Yeah, he did. Will not need it. And then, let's see, we have the Vantage Scroll, so we could give that to someone. One thing I did in my first playthrough is I actually gave it to Zahark, so he was basically just Super Mia. It went pretty okay, though I didn't end up using Zahark for a long time, so it was kind of wasted in that regard. Overall, I might honestly consider giving it to, like, as weird as it sounds, Marcia. She could be a good contender for it. I could also see giving that to Makalov, which, by the way, make sure to remove Tempest. It is a terrible skill. And so, you know, why not? Let's give Vantage to Makalov. It might make him a little less terrible. Plus, I don't really plan on giving him Soul. I like it much better on Oscar and Kieran, so that way they can make a really just unbreakable wall. Makalov, I think, I'm going to have keep Vantage and just be his own weird character. Otherwise, let's see. We have plenty of bonus EXP, and I think I do want to get him some levels, just because he's only level 10. So if we game a couple of his levels, he'll be right on par with everyone else. I'm probably also going to give Soren a level, and we're going to promote Oscar. Now, we don't have to wait for this, because when they promote, they just gain stats guaranteed. Class change, the first of many. And I always love this animation. And look at that. Oscar is now a paladin. Oh, baby. He gets some awesome stat boost, which catch him up right to Titania. In fact, at this point, he's completely outclassed her. And you get to choose a new specialization. Now, swords aren't phenomenal. Axes are really good. And bows, eh. Though, Oscar's a special case. If you want the tri-attack ability between Rolf, Oscar, and Boyd, you're gonna choose bows. However, axes is just so much better. So, there you go, pal. In fact, that axe that I made for Jill would honestly be better served on Oscar for right now, just because it'll help him level up his axe levels. Though I'm sure I have an iron axe lying around that'll benefit him just as well. Otherwise, before we do that, let's see, any supports we want to go for? I don't think so, but may as well check. Doesn't look like it. So, all is right in the world. Otherwise, let's talk to some folks.
Ahem. You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences of the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people. Yet, you remain blessed. Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Manal, to the splendor of Benyon, grandest of all the nations of Tellius. By the way, I hear you are traveling north to the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnant of a race known as the Zunanma, who come from a civilization that predates our own. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings.
Yeah, it'll be a real picnic.
Oh yes, picnics are indeed nice. Oh, but a word of caution. Studying the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance, for safety's sake. It's said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins, and we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful.
Huh. Well, some good info there. And Sigrun, what do you got?
How are your preparations progressing?
They're underway. We leave within the hour.
Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care.
A desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, is it not?
With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around.
I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much about these things, but...
has something befallen Master Soren? I don't know if he's feeling ill or just moping about. It all started when we arrived in Benyon. Oh. Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more? Of course. There's a little water in the desert, and the soil is very dry. A few trees or grasses grow there, which means there are no groves or anything else which would provide cover. And, as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find the sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large a degree. Thieves are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected. But those skilled in the magical arts? That doesn't make sense. I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path. However, considering the source, I'm not sure how much of that is truth. Who was the source? The Prime Minister Sephiron. Would he play a joke like that? Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man, but please, allow me to continue my explanation. What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knight, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units. Oh, and Lagoose, too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them much in either form, although they will be slowed some. You said Lagoose, didn't you? Almost everyone here says subhuman. Well, of course. Beork and Lagoose are both living things. Every precious life was created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Lagoose in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable. You of a noble house? Yes, I am. One must be of noble birth to serve the goddess. But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. You seem quite honest. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, and one last thing. What is it? The desert contains the remnants of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it that treasures from those times still lie undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle.
And she is not lying. So, that's the big reason I was saying, hey, maybe don't focus on cavalry units so much, or even foot soldiers. They're going to be slowed down to maybe 1 or 2 tiles, and it's going to be brutal. Okay, maybe not that much, but like 3 to 2. It's pretty bad. However, our flying units will do fine. Same with all of our magic users, so they'll be good. She also mentioned that, hey, there are ruined civilizations with a whole bunch of items to be found. This is a whole thing, and I'll probably put up on the screen now just what we're looking at here in terms of finding the items. Basically, every little square that is gray with an item in it, say the boots, the shine tome, the physic staff, the coin, the silver blade guard, all of those dark gray tiles are ones where if you wait, you have a chance of finding them. Now, there's one exception. With thieves, should you wait in any of the appropriate tiles, they will automatically find those items. So, we're probably going to be deploying Volk and Soth on this map. In addition, in the very top right of the map, there's a sword called the Vog Kadi. That is a very unique tile. Basically, if you step on it with anyone who isn't Mordecai or Leave, you'll get the sword, which is fine. It's an S rank sword, which is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Though, should you step on that tile with Leave or Mordecai, you will find a new unit. So, we're going to be sure to do that. I wanted to bring this up now just so you had an understanding of what I'm talking about and referencing while we're doing this map, because a lot of it is going to just be Jill and Marcia clearing everything while everyone marches toward the northwest to clear the map.
and then a small group goes to the right and a bit north to recruit the new unit. So, now that you got an idea, let's continue with the conversations. Oh, Makalov!
Ooh-wee, the Grand Temple. Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see. If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. But for all the glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone to illness ploy. Yes, I think I can arrange to work about 1 out of every 5 jobs or so. Now that I've a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about. Ding. What? Did you happen to hear any of that? You were talking out loudly. I wasn't being serious. I'm an extremely diligent man. Yes, I am. Those peddlers you were with, you were in debt to them, right? Huh? How do you know that? When we took out that group, your debt vanished. Yes, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much. Come now, you can't believe that the world's as forgiving as that. Or that we are so foolish. What? Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who were owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe. That's very kind of you. It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Greil Mercenaries. Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you're working for free, friend. Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I trust you'll do your best. What a mess. Oh, nuts.
So yeah, although Makalov ain't exactly a great person, Ike's gonna help sort him out. So that makes me certainly feel better. Otherwise, let's save the game, and then game us some good levels. Namely, Soren and Makalov. So, for prosperity's sake, we'll start with Soren. Here's your whole 1 EXP, friend. Hooray! Hopefully it's good. Or passable. Magic, skill, and speed? Yeah, pretty good. We'll keep it. So we'll go save our game. And then I think I want to give Makalov, I want to say like 4 or so levels. Maybe I'll get him to 15. I'm kind of on the fence about this. I like to keep at least 200 bonus EXP, give or take, just for leveling up other characters as they get closer to levels. So we'll see what happens. First level, HP, strength, and speed. Not bad. He certainly needs those. Otherwise, I definitely want to see him gain a couple levels of defense, hopefully like 3 of them, just so he can be more on par with Kieran and Oscar. But we'll see what happens. So come on, Makalov. Don't cheat us out of levels. Hopefully. Strength, skill, and luck. Not terrible, but I'd really rather see defense grow. I think I'm going to wait until he gets, ideally, let's say, strength, skill, and defense. So I'll be back when he gets a level that's pretty similar to that, namely defense. So, be right back. HP, skill, speed, defense. You know what? That'll be a serviceable level. He doesn't need to gain strength every single level just because we did give him the energy drop, but it's still an important stat that I don't want to forget about. So, you know. And besides, if you had already used all your stat increasing items and you didn't give those to Makalov, you seriously need to make sure he is gaining some darn good levels, because otherwise he's just going to get left behind. Like so. Strength, speed, defense, res. Beautiful level. We'll keep that. And then now I got to decide, do I want to give him one more level or two? I feel more partial to giving him two, but we'll see. After all, the bonus EXP you spend earlier on a unit does go farther just because you're not spending as much. Oh, that's pretty good though. HP, strength, and speed. Yeah, we'll keep that. I think I do want to give him one more level and make sure he gains defense, just so he's at about 13. That'll make me feel a lot better using him, just so he's not quite so squishy, though his strength and speed are doing phenomenal. So ideally, HP, skill, and defense would be on this level. Again, fingers crossed, but hey, if it doesn't happen, well, I can reset. Everything but the 3 stats I wanted. I mean, under normal circumstances, that would be a perfectly fine level to keep. Though, look, you're gonna need defense, seeing as you're gonna be a frontliner, so, I'll be right back. Alright, strength, skill, and defense, that's passable. We'll be fine with that. So anyways, now that we've given Makalov some actually usable levels, let's save the game and I guess get ready to head out, huh?
Tell me, Soren, are you all right? Recently, ever since we reached Benyon, in fact, you seem depressed.
Is that so? How odd. Well, I can't think of nothing specific that's bothering me.
Well, if you say so. So, it's time for the desert. Which is the best direction to enter from? Soren?
Yes. What is it?
Alright, I know there's something going on.
I'm sorry. I was thinking. What is it you wanted?
Well, I was going to ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. Looks like we're being met.
Ah.
Who are you? Answer me. We're mercenaries. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating in this area. More of the Senator's dogs. You cast us as thieves so you can murder us and hide your guilt, but we will not be defeated. Mark my words, the day will come when all slaves are free, and then you will pay for your crimes. What on earth are you talking about? No more useless words. Come, my brothers, take them.
So yeah, right into the action. I like it. And now, hopefully that map I showed makes a little more sense seeing the actual map. But, boy, are we lacking for color.
What? We're facing Lagoos. I don't like the look of this.
Lagoos or no, it doesn't change the fact that they are brigands. Do not lower your guard.
I know what I'm doing. Everyone, watch your footing in the sand. Take care and fight well.
All right. So it's time to choose our units. You get a whopping 14, which is pretty darn good. Overall, Makalov can come. Mordecai, of course, who I'm going to swap out for Leave. Astrid's good. Volk is good. Jill's fine. Oscar, Misk, Boyd, Soren, Titania, Kieran, Marcia. At this point, honestly, I'm going to leave Zahark behind. Makalov basically just replaced him completely. So, sorry, pal. That being said, is there anything he has that I want? I guess the Lagoos Slayer. We can take that off him, probably put it on Ike. And then let's bring Soth with us. Otherwise, let's go throw the Lagoos Slayer on Ike. We will just trade it over to him. And let's say, I don't know, the, I guess at this point, the Iron Sword, he really doesn't need it. Cool. And then for prosperity's sake, just give all. Sorry, Zahark, you've effectively been fired, buddy. Still, everyone else should be pretty much good to go. Cool. So then the question becomes, how do we position our units? I would have lead closest to the right. And then I think personally, I'm going to send Marcia over there. Otherwise, let's see. Based on how we started, I want Volk to be, I think, up by Astrid. Looks good. Yeah, let's do that. And then Soth can be over here where Titania is. He's going to be going to like these first 3 tiles. Basically, he's going to be grabbing everything over here. And then let's see. As for our offense, unfortunately, you can't move Ike, so that's kind of hosed. I would move Jill up here and have her basically just start sweeping the map. Because Lagoos need to transform before they can fight, they're not all that dangerous, surprisingly. Otherwise, I would put all of your horse units basically in front and keep Soth there. Just so that way you know, are actually moving them. In this case, Kieran, Astrid, and Makalov are the priorities. And then Soren can move about pretty freely, so it's not that bad for him. Otherwise, should be good. And at this point, it's basically just move your thieves to get all the items, kill every enemy, recruit the new unit, and finish the map. They'll start by transforming, which is good. That means she can do some things, but as you can see, her movement isn't phenomenal. That's where Marcia comes in. If I were you, have her come in and just start doing as much damage as she can. Let's see. It looks like she'll pretty much kill him no matter what we use, so let her rip. Now, the other really nice thing, because these are all Lagoos units, you're going to be gaining some serious EXP for your flyers. Basically, let Marcia and Jill handle the majority. They're going to get oodles of EXP, and you should be pretty good to go. Now, let's see here. For Volk's first move, ultimately, we need to get him up here. This is like the most important place to get him, but there are a ton of Lagoos right here. So we're going to have to wait a bit, and ultimately, it'll probably be Soren who actually gets over there first. So let's see here. What's your transform gauge? At 2, which means you should be A-okay to let Jill wait. Jill, come over here. And yeah, we'll put the steel lance to use. And basically, it's kind of going to be a slaughter. This map is ridiculously easy if you've leveled Jill and Marcia up properly. So, expect this to be a bit of a bloodbath. Beautiful. So, you're going to move over here, which I believe you can be on any of these 4 tiles by the looks. So we'll move you here. You'll wait and get the guard skill. Very nice. Otherwise, like I said, we'll start moving everyone basically toward the end. So toward Marim here. He's also pretty interesting. He's got good defense, good speed, really good strength. He's got the demiband though. And otherwise, he's not all that particularly notable other than having really high stats. So just be careful. Otherwise, let's see. Volk. Oh boy. I think I want you. Let's see. You need to get about, I think, right here on this turn, which let me make sure. You're not going to transform and you're not going to transform. About you two. You might, and you, okay, so it should just be you. So Volk, you should be fine going about here. I believe that'll give us the staff. Yep, beautiful. Again, it's a little weird trying to navigate some of this, so my apologies if I'm kind of taking my time. Otherwise, let's see. Mist and Soren, they're really not going to be doing a whole lot. I want to see you get +2 movement, so let me see here. You can go, so what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, you could hit Volk, okay. May have been a misplay, but I guess we will see. Also, because they don't have damage areas, you really can't rely on that, which is brutal. So just be careful. I'm going to move Mist and Soren up. Should be fine. We'll also start moving Ike up. And I'm going to have Boyd help him move. Just because, frankly, Boyd isn't really going to be doing much this map. And again, all of our horse units are going to slowly make their way to the left and north. I don't believe Marim ever moves, so you don't got to worry about that. And yeah, I may have messed up. Uh-oh. Well, here's to hoping I didn't totally screw up. Volk is fast, so he should be fine, but we'll see. These bird lagoos are fast. Otherwise, Jill should have no problem. Awesome. I think she'll gain a level. Yes, she will. An HP? Alright. To be fair, her stats are really good. I haven't really talked about it much. Yeah, he's going for Volk. Alright. Come on, Volk. But, most stats in this game cap around the mid-20s. So, I mean, you saw Marcia capped at 20. I believe her highest speed can be like 26 or something like that. It is kind of insane just how low stats are in this Fire Emblem compared to a lot of other ones. So don't be terribly surprised if, you know, a lot of units look like they're not gaining phenomenal levels. It's going to add up a lot, trust me. Otherwise, Boyd, let's shove Ike. And hope... Oh, he got the coin. Well, I didn't expect to get that, but hey, we'll take it. Otherwise, we could use the Lagoose Slayer, but the Steel Sword will be just fine. So, no need to use something important. Not that the Lagoose Slayer is especially important, but you can't exactly buy them, so may as well save it. Ooh, and that'll get Ike a level. Let's see what you got. Not bad. HP, skill, luck, and defense. Beautiful. And let's see, Soren. We actually can get you up to this bird, so let's do it. Hey, nice crit. I was hoping for either Adept or a crit. Adept was the more likely of the two, but I'll take the crit. That's going to save us some serious headache later. Awesome. Get some good EXP to boot. I love it. And then let's see. So I need to move you several tiles north. So let me check something. Oh yeah, you're way far away from changing. So at this point, let's see. How are you doing? 6? Oh yeah. Makalov and Astrid will be able to get to you in no time. We will move south all the way up, get the Silver Blade. And then basically, Jill is just gonna go on a rampage. I mean, seriously, this is going to be a bloodbath. And I mean, overall, it's fitting that it's her, seeing as she has the worldviews she currently does. I like to think that this map and the couple that are coming up really change her perspective. So, I kind of like it thematically. Otherwise, Kieran, I'm going to start moving you north. Oscar, you can start moving north. Same with Titania. And then let's see. You're at a 4. You're a transform, so I mean... no, you're standing where Leith needs to go. So, you're going to have to go bye-bye. This is probably where, yeah, I'm either going to have to use Free Skies or the Lagoose Lance. We'll just use the Lagoose Lance. It's what it's made for. Plus, it does look pretty darn cool. Some of the Lagoose weapons I'm not crazy about. Namely, like, the sword, just because its proportions are weird. But the lance looks awesome. Not bad. Marcia gains a level. Excellent. It would be really cool if her and Jill promoted. Not bad at all. Some skills, some defense, some res. Finally got to 30 HP. You love to see it. And then, let's see, is there any items I can have her try to snag? Not really, so we'll just move her up. Leith is going to continue moving this way. do have some time to transform, so I could have Volk fight you, but unironically, there's really no point because Soren and Ike are right here. They'll take care of him. So we need to keep Volk moving. So let's move him over this way. Beautiful. Enemy phase should occur. They're basically literally just going to move, which is really sad. Then let's see. Makalov, you can actually outright kill him, which isn't a terrible idea. Astrid, weirdly enough, can't. So let's have Astrid take a pot shot with the steel bow, and then she'll canto up. Oh, she missed. I should have used the iron bow. Oh well, that's fine. Not a big deal. She's just missing out on a little EXP. And honestly, I could just keep her here, but no. Let's have Makalov just take care of him. Which, as you noticed, because we pumped his stats up a fair bit, he's doing really well now. So, from a pretty to bad unit to a actually really solid unit. It helps that he uses swords, which are generally more accurate too. So his lower stats aren't the end of the world, but it certainly helps if you're improving them. Otherwise, let's see. I want you to go right here, Soph. Grab us a coin. Jill's gonna murder some more Lagoos, her favorite pastime from her day and days. Kind of like the Gorillaz album. Instead of Demon Days, it's Dane Days. Kind of funny. Nice, almost gains a whole extra level. And then we're gonna canto her over here. And basically, by the time Kieran, Oscar, and anyone of note even gets up there, it's gonna be just a wasteland. So, don't worry about it. Otherwise, let's see. If I can give this kill to Soren, I will. But no guarantees. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll just use Soren to take a pot shot. Also, real quick. 8. Okay, perfect. So we'll have Soren go here. And I guess use the fire tome, just because they are technically weak to it. Though, you know what? Let's use Thunder, just because he needs to gain a weapon level with that still. So, may as well. And he gets a crit. Perfect. I actually really wanted Soren to get this kill, not Ike. So, this works out perfectly. Very nice indeed. And then Ike, I'm basically just going to keep moving him up here with Soren. And we can have Mist heal Ike because he took, or well, gained 1 HP. Very nice. And let's see, you're at a 14, you are at an 18. So Marcia needs to kill this guy first. She'll one-shot him. Awesome. Poor Lagoo's bandits. Again, I think they expect you to have not used as much bonus EXP or to have really leveled your units quite like this yet. So, the fact that we have really trivializes a lot of this map, and it's kind of hilarious. Otherwise, we'll move up there. Leith, I'm still going to have continue moving up here, but I actually want Volk to move down here. So he can hopefully grab the statue fragment that's 1 space away. I should have moved him there last turn, but it's no harm, no foul. He'll be fine. Plus, I didn't want him by that bird there, just so that way Marcia should be able to take it out, no problem. Hey look, Jill, you finally get a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, she's still just gonna clean the floor with him. Come on, Jill. HP, strength, skill. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Ooh, and another. Now, I will say, when they are transformed, they do have a lot more speed, so Jill's not just auto-doubling them, but she can still crit them. But hey, I ain't gonna stop her. Hey, weapon level up. Awesome. Oh, Marcia, it's your turn to kill some Lagoos. Ow. Nice one shot. You'll love to see it. Then, yep, that's basically it. So at this point, Volk, I guess you can fight this guy. There's really no reason not to. Plus, from him just standing there, he should find the statue fragment. Nice, that'll get him closer to a level. Ooh, he transformed, alright. Shouldn't be a big deal. We'll move Marcia on down, and then let's see. This guy has, 12 speed, so he won't double Volk. He will do a fair amount of damage. Like, he'll almost kill him, but it'll be fine. A little riskier than maybe you would like, but still, it'll be fine. Let's see here. Soth. Not Soren, my goodness. We need to move you, 6 spaces to the right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could just move here, which would work. I'm just a little worried about the Lagoos. So let's move you like here, and that should be good. Yep, get the Shine Tome. Awesome. It's funny because, again, we're never going to have anyone who can use that. So because of that, we really don't have a great reason to even bother with it. Let's see. Here's the other issue, though. Both these Lagoos are quite fast and dangerous. There's no way I'm going to be able to get Soren over there. So let's... who's more dangerous? You do 22, you do 26. He has 20 HP, and how much defense? 4. Okay. So he can't survive you, but he could survive you. And his knife shouldn't weigh him down at all, so he shouldn't get doubled. So overall, we're going to get rid of you. Looks like we're going to have to use Deserter here. Not terrible, just interesting. Little poke. Ow. And another poke. Nothing terrible. Awesome. And then I guess we can just put her like right here just to try to block for him. It's not really going to help. We might actually be able to get Boyd over there, which is kind of funny. So, whoops, I didn't mean to shove Mist. Whoopsies. Well, that messed things up. Oops. Huh. Well, let's do something a little interesting. Let's do this. Oscar, rescue Boyd. Go here. Kieran, take Boyd. And then move him here. And unfortunately, we can't drop him. I was going to try to drop him there, but it didn't work out so well. Oh well, it's fine. Yeah, I guess we'll move Mist here. Then we'll put Ike over here. And again, Soth should be fine if I did my math right. He's just going to take a lot of damage. Still, it should be okay. Ow. No damage. Fight's over. There you go, Soth, the one combat you'll do, so congrats. Again, this one's going to be scary. Volk should survive, though. Ow. Gets a nice hit in. Almost gains a level. It's pretty great. And then, Marcia, you're going to come in here and just absolutely obliterate this guy. Feel free to use the Lagoo's Lance. Ba-boom. It's no worries. Look, I take risks, but they're generally calculated. Maybe not well, but calculated. Alright, you got the statue frag, so you can start moving up here. And then hopefully, let's see. I think we're 1 off from getting the Vogkati. Yep, okay. Well, that's fine. It happens. And then, let's see here. Soren, you can't quite get up there. let's see. We actually have the chance to let our other units do some damage here. So I'm gonna let them. Oscar, I want you to take Boyd and drop him. Beautiful. And then Kieran. Oh, you're one off from killing him, really? Oh, that is so sad, brother. That is so sad. Maybe Soren can weaken him? That could work. So long as he doesn't kill him, yes. Which Soren's been hitting crits, so... Alright, he did. Whew. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Kieran, you can now kill the Lagoos. Keep moving north. Should work out wonderfully. So yeah, this is kind of what I meant by like, hey, a lot of your units really are not going to be gaining EXP here. So it is what it is. Now, something I will tell you is that coming up, there's going to be an awesome chance for every unit to gain a ton of experience. So if you have a few units who have been a little behind, some of the maps that are coming up are going to be really good for you. So don't worry too much. Otherwise, let's see. Ike, I guess we'll have you... I think it's, yeah, just defeat the boss. So Ike doesn't have to be over there. Move him over that way. And then how close are you guys? 16 and 16. Okay. So I gotta keep Soth away. Because you'll have, what, 8? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can move Soth here, basically. Not phenomenal, but it is what it is. Jill, you might be able to take him out. It's worth a shot. Her HP should totally be fine. I'm not too worried. Oh, the miss. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, well. She's probably going to take a little bit of damage, but not too worried. In fact, this guy might just go for Ike, so we'll see. She should be fine, though. Again, she'll take a little bit of damage, but not too worried. Yeah, a whole 3. Not a big deal. She won't kill him, but hey, that's good. She'll gain that much more EXP off him. Oh, and the bird does go for her. Huh. I wouldn't have thought it. Maybe because Ike just has really high strength or something? I don't know. Huh. It's a little ironic. She doubled the bird, but not the cat. All right. Still, she gains a level. Beautiful. HP, strength, speed. Awesome level. Cool. And then we can start moving Ike up here. Soren can't really get anywhere useful yet, so, oh well. We will move south up here and get the almighty boots. This is an item that you need to just give to Ike. This increases his movement by 2, or really anyone's movement by 2, which is why it's so important. This is the only pair of them in the entire game, and because most of your other units are cavalry units, Ike is not going to be able to keep up. With the boots, though, he will be just dandy. So make sure to give him the boots. Seriously. Otherwise, let's see here. Volk, you need to get over here, because I think he needs to go here? I believe so. I believe it's one of these 2 tiles. And then Leave, you should need to just go... let's see. I think it's right here. Yep.
Huh? I sense something. Must be my imagination.
A female cat. Splendid. I've not seen your face in these parts before.
Ah! Where did you come from?
Oh, I see that I've startled you. My apologies.
Who are you?
If you wish to learn someone's name, isn't it polite to introduce yourself first?
I am Elide from Gallia.
And I am Stefan. I live here in this desolate wasteland, playing at being a hermit.
Is that so? Well, don't let me interrupt your life.
Oh no, please, don't worry about it.
Oh, I won't. And?
What?
Why are you standing there staring at me?
I'm interested in Gallia's beast tribes. Fascinating, really. I have an idea. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I don't think so.
Why not?
My companions and I are in the middle of a battle. I've no time to chit-chat with you.
Very well. Then I will help you. And once this battle's finished, you'll have time to converse, yes?
I suppose, perhaps.
Right, off we go then.
What sort of lunatic have I found now?
And so you recruit Stefan, the promoted sword master, who comes with some amazing stats. Look, ultimately, Zahark and Mia could obtain the stats that Stefan has and surpass him. Sure. However, we're at the part of the game where your party is going to be cluttered with several phenomenal units and people that are just faster and need the EXP more than they did. Stefan skips this problem. He has almost capped strength, skill, and speed with a very passable defense. Not only that, he comes with the Vog Kati, an S-rank sword with 12 might, 18 hit, and 35% crit. A unique sword forged by a master craftsman. It's powerful, but difficult to wield. And let me tell you, he's the guy to do the job. He also comes with the unique skill Astra. This is exclusive to Swordmasters upon using the Occult Scroll. So, if you didn't want to use one on, say, Mia or Zahark to give them Astra, Stefan just comes with it. Now, in certain conditions, this grants this unit 5 consecutive attacks at half damage. This sounds pretty darn good, though it has its drawbacks. Because they're 5 attacks at half damage, you're not doing a whole ton. Plus, every single hit is going to wear down your durability. Say Stefan activated Astra 5 times, his Vodkati would be completely broken. So, it's an okay skill. I would recommend giving him something that he really doesn't care for the durability of, like, say, a steel sword or an iron sword, something you're okay with wasting, and just let him go to town. He is a really good unit, and frankly, he's basically going to be our other sword user, other than Makalov and Ike, for pretty much the rest of the game, assuming we take him along with us. Because he's such a high level, you can just leave him for several maps and he'll still be on par. He's awesome. Otherwise, let's see if he can grab a gem. Nah, alright, worth a shot. Alright, let's see here. I guess, just keep on marching north. Because, it's kinda all we can do. So, onward we march. And let's see, I don't think anyone needs healing, because no one's really done combat. So, yeah. Bit of an awkward map, huh? Otherwise, Jill, you should be able to take out this Laguz, no problem. Just to really make sure, I'm just going to use Deserter, so that way I don't have to worry about accuracy. That should get you really close to promoting. With a couple hits on the other Laguz and maybe even beating it, we might see Jill promote this map, which is kind of awesome. Otherwise, let's move her right here. Actually, we can move her here. And then we will have Mist heal her. Whoops, there we go. Normal heal staff will do just fine. And then next turn, we should be able to end the map. And we got every item, recruited everybody, cleared it. Alright, pal. Let's see what you got. Ow. Now, Jill, did you get enough speed to double? You did! Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to promote this map. Now, the only thing that's a bit of a shame is Marim here. So he has no way to counter magic. So Soren can kind of just blow him up. And then Jill can basically run in and just beat him to death. It's kind of sad. So let's see here. Let's let Mist heal Jill again. Just like so. And then Soren, feel free to blow him up with, I guess, the Fire Tome? We can use Thunder. That 2% crit rate shouldn't interfere.
My companions and I are not thieves. I'm sure you could not care less, though.
Beautiful. Even if Soren hit an Adept, it would have been fine. That'll get Soren a level. Beautiful. Not a bad level either. You'll love to see it. And then we should be able to have Jill come in here and deal some good damage. She may also promote off of this one combat, so this is very worth our time. Nice. And sure enough, time for a class change. Oh, baby. Now, if you thought Jill was good already, you ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. She's now a Wyvern Lord. And look at those stats. Jill is insane now. She's not going to have any trouble for the rest of the game. Now, it doesn't let you choose, but she learns to use axes. This is why I forged her that axe. While she won't use it this map, you'll be sure she's going to use it in the future. Otherwise, at this point, move Volk right on up here. I think it's, yep, this tile. And get a white gem. Very nice. Otherwise, you can move other people, but there's really not a huge point. So, you know. I guess if you could get Astrid up there and she could shoot the boss, it would probably, help her, but I think Jill's gonna kill him now because of her promotion. I mean, hey, nothing says motivation like gaining so many stats.
No!
Yeah, sorry guy, it just wasn't your day.
We lose.
You're the leader of this band, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'll resist you no further. Take me with you or execute me here. I care not. But my companions, would you let them go? Please. It's kind of funny because we killed literally everyone.
No, I won't allow it.
Huh?
I won't let you take Marin.
Stay back, little one. You were not supposed to expose.
If you want Marin, you'll have to kill me first.
Yes, he is a Beorc child. I claimed him when he was little more than an infant. He has nothing to do with us, subhumans.
Stop lying. I'm here because I want to be. Who's the leader of the Laguz Emancipation Army? I am. You're a big jerk, Marin. Trying to cover for everyone and get yourself killed? I won't allow it.
Little one.
Hey, I don't care who the real leader is. A Laguz who calls himself a subhuman is protecting a kidnapped Beorc who claims to lead a Laguz Emancipation Army? Do I have that right? Because if I do, I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about. Would someone please tell me what is going on here? All right, please go over that again.
It's been customary throughout Benion's history to keep Lagoos as slaves. That's right. But that's in the past now. 20 years ago, all slavery was outlawed and all Lagoos were freed. And as far as the general public is concerned, that is exactly what happened. So, there's a portion of society that willingly breaks the law. The commoners obey, but there are still many Lagoo slaves in the homes of nobles. Marm and I brought this to the attention of the senators, but they would not listen. That's why we gathered our fighters, we break into the homes where slaves are kept, and help them escape. Of course, the nobles can't let this be known publicly, so they brand us thieves and turn us into wanted outlaws. Alright, I think I understand your motives, but you're not going to solve the basic problem this way. We know that, but we can't give up and won't and leave them in chains. We can't and won't. Do you mind if I try to help? Huh? This sort of Bayork behavior is something that's been bothering me. I think there may be something that I can do. Nesala, stop this foolishness. Where are you taking me? Tell me. It's only a little farther. I'll tell you once we've arrived, just as I promised. I left no word with Tibbern. If I had known we were coming this far, I would have left a message. Here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. Look below you, Rayson. What do you see? What is this? How is this possible? What happened here? This is Serenus. Is this what you're trying to tell me? This colorless vista, these cracked and withered branches, these lifeless trees. This is my forest?
Der ist sehr schließ, urne, noch gewa maro, hermals, ne, die ja, versne, och va, near, ich no.
The ancient tongue. It's been many years since I heard it last. You can still speak it. Voice of the forest is still. How did this? It's been like this since your clan's been gone. The area near the entrance is especially bad. They used fire. Most of the trees are dead. Forgivable. How can they do things like this? Cursed humans. What did this forest do? What did my clan do? Humans hold all the goos in contempt, and in the same way, they hold all of nature in contempt as well. They think everything exists for their pleasure and betterment. They are beneath contempt. Nesala, it appears that I have misjudged you. I called you a groveling toady to humans and labeled you a traitor. I was overly harsh. Apologize. Not to worry, I engage in occasional commerce with humans. That much is true. A more pressing issue is the growing darkness. You can return to Phoenicus tomorrow, can you not? I'm certain that some noble has a villa in this area. At this time of year, it's almost certain to be empty. I suggest we borrow it for the evening. You would sleep in a human building? Think about it. Bird folk like you and I have no night vision whatsoever. If we were discovered by humans, they would surely overwhelm and capture us, right? I see your point. Very good. I'll go stumble around till I find something to eat. Please make yourself comfortable. Naysala. Yes. Thank you for everything you've done. I I appreciate it. Don't be ridiculous. We're old friends, are we not? Right, you are, old friend. Is everything in place?
Yes, the Duke Tanas cannot sit still. He is literally quivering with anticipation. It's not pretty.
I bet it isn't. Just make sure the mountain of suet stays hidden. If Rayson catches so much as a glimpse of his bulk, he will take wing.
Understood.
Now, time to put on the finishing touches. This, too, I do to raise up Kilvis. Rayson, please don't judge me too harshly. That being said, I'm sure you will. Ah well, such is life. Enjoy your new one, old friend. So yeah, you can imagine what's gonna happen next. So, next time we play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, we'll see just what happens to the Huron Prince. As always, I'm Brad. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.